Right. How's my sound quality? Is it okay?
Beautiful.
Okay.
Thank you, Teresa, for being here this morning. Can you tell everyone your full name and how do you help clients?
All right. Yes. So my full name is Teresa Alesch. And I think most simply put, I help cancer survivors to create a customized life after cancer blueprint, is what I call it, to take back their power and control over some of the late stage symptoms and side effects that we find that we're battling after the battle. We make it through the first battle, we transition into back in, we're kind of plucked out of life, and then we're dropped back in, and we have some things that we have to figure out with our sleep and our exercise, our nutrition. And, the regular person struggles with that, let alone somebody who just went through and battled for their life. And so I help people get grounded there and develop the right habits to be able to sustain them. Yeah.
Excellent. Now,
Yeah.
you and I, we met on Clubhouse. My next question is, what do you love most about Clubhouse?
Oh boy. I love the connection. I love that I am meeting so many beautiful people, driven people, people with giving hearts, people who are there to, whether it's share their stories or serve and just help someone through a hurdle. It's just been, I resisted it for a long time. And even once I got on Clubhouse, I was like, I don't know about this, because I like to see people. And I just didn't know if I was going to like it. And now I'm addicted.
That goes right into my next question. How many hours do you spend on Clubhouse?
Oh, geez. Well, and I'm a school principal also for just a few more months. I'm actually transitioning out of this job, this passion. It's a passion, into my other passion that I've already discussed. But so what's interesting is I'll wake up and kind of go through my morning routine and prayer, and then I find myself, oh, I'll just pop in. And about an hour later, I'm like, I better pop out. And I'm doing that a little bit more and more. At night, I also, once everybody's taken care of and I've done some family time, I have been invited to be an admin in a group. And also I'm being invited more and more to co-moderate, which I'm loving. So I would say an hour to two a day. And then if I'm learning to set some boundaries, though, I'm working on that. This could become a therapy session.
I know what you mean. Now, what cool connections have you made since being on the app?
Hmm. Let's see. So, well, I mean, people like you, truly, like, where I never before, I didn't necessarily feel comfortable speaking or sharing. And there are some people who I've been around who have just made it a safe place. Um, Coach Allison Todd, she's another one. I'm not sure. Are you familiar with
Mm,
Allison Todd?
I've heard of
Okay. I met her through, oh gosh, I don't even know. There's so many clubs. Um, I have also jumped into a coaching program. His name is Ed Smith. Um,
him, yeah.
yes, phenomenal. I mean, that man just gives and just has amazing content. And even if you don't jump into a program of his, you learn so much from what he just does every single day. But yesterday, I met a wonderful woman who, it's so strange. We both have been through similar cancer journeys, and we've both written a book, and we were just sharing with each other. Both of us have 56 five-star reviews, and neither of us have really pushed our book or marketed it. And so it was such a strange connection. So we might be joining forces a little bit to see how we can serve other cancer survivors or people who are going through, similar journeys. And then, one other, oh gosh, you got me going. One other connection um, is it's a club called, I think, Fearless Speaking. And we're coming together and we're creating a bit of a summit. Um, and I've jumped in. I don't know why, but this just called me, and I'm really kind of working behind the scenes, which I never intended. I was more passive listening, and now I find myself joining and helping and just creating other opportunities for other people to learn. So
Awesome. That is great. Now, have you generated any leads for your business on Clubhouse, or how do you plan to?
Naturally, I've had a few people contact me, which I was not even intending or looking for. They just my story resonated and they wanted to learn more about what I do. So I'm having some, serious discussions with some people who've reached out and connected with me. I didn't plan for my Instagram to start to blow up, but I haven't been on Instagram for years either. I mean, it was a few years ago when I just kind of fell off a little bit. And I think I've grown by about 200 followers in the last week and a half. Um, and I mean, I'm kind of I follow in return just because I'm interested in other people, but um, it's not something I plan to build at the time. I mean, it was just something that started to happen organically. So
Mhm.
that's been huge. And I think I want to be careful because what I have found on Clubhouse is that I just have enjoyed it being a place where I'm not selling and I try to avoid being sold to. And I'm hoping not to go there too much. I mean, yes, I mean, there's always that. I hope I can connect with people who need my help, but I don't know that I'll do that super intentionally.
I
So
think everyone kind of feels that way. I think on
yeah,
the app, all of us just want to give and help each other.
yeah,
It's really a beautiful thing.
yeah.
Um, if someone is just new on the app, what's one tip you can give them to be successful?
Mm, I would say there are all sorts of people, they use it in all sorts of different ways. Some are just very passive, they're there to just kind of listen. I have found that raising my hand and asking questions or jumping into if I have a tip to share has been huge. It's really allowed me to be more actively engaged and really come to love what Clubhouse can offer. And so, yeah, I think get involved and just share. You're going to find that your heart opens up and warms up to all these people you never thought you would connect with. Yeah.
Very true. Has there been a piece of advice um,
Mm.
in a room that you've been in that has really resonated with you?
Mhm. Um, actually a few. So when I first started sharing my story, which is it's hard to share. It's there's a lot of pain points in it. I would rush through it. And I would be rushing because I was probably trying to avoid getting emotional, but also I was worried about people being like, would she just shut up? Like in my mind was telling me that they're just like, move on, and I've had three different moderators reach out and say, people need to hear your story. Slow down, just slow down. Like, and then we, come back and I want you to share again because there's some important aspects. And so I would say people do want to hear what you have to say. And there are some rooms where you might find that they're just not a fit and they might not truly be there to listen. Or, there might just be different motives. So I would say find those groups that resonate with you where you feel safe and there's the sense of peace when you join them and slow down, share.
Excellent advice. Now, Teresa, where can people find you online if they want to hire you as a coach or just learn more about you?
I'm kind of all over the place, in a good way and a bad way. um, I mean, I have a website. It's teresaalesch.com, or you can get there the same way, lifeaftercancercoach.com. I'm also on Facebook and just about any social media, like my first and last name, Teresa Alesch. Um, you'll find me on Instagram, you'll find me on Twitter, you'll find me on Facebook. Um, and so Instagram, I mean, I'm pretty active in the DMs. That's been a great place to connect. And then we, if somebody resonates and wants to learn more, we can always take it from there.
Excellent. Thank
Yeah.
you so much for being here today, Teresa, and we will see you in Clubhouse.
Sounds so good. Thank you.
Bye bye.